Hello everyone, welcome to this complete beginner yoga class. It will be perfect for everyone who has only tried yoga a couple of times or has never even done it before. It's also perfect for anybody who is looking for a bit more of an easy class with a bit more beginner postures, or someone who is just getting back out there. Okay, so let's begin. You can come onto your knees, or you can come into a cross-leg position like this. Whatever is most comfortable for you. If you are in a cross-leg position, you can grab a pillow to sit on, so your bum is a bit higher, and it's just nicer to sit like this. It's easier to come up straight. So we are going to start with coming back to our breath. Bring your hands to your heart and take a couple of breaths in and out. Okay, if you have calmed your breath down, if you have found your breath, you can open up your eyes and reach them up to the sky as you take an inhale. And as you exhale, bring your hands together in prayer position and bring them back to your heart. Let's repeat that. Open up your heart to the sky, look up to the sky, and then bring your hands together and bring them into a prayer position in front of your heart. Now just reach the arms up to the sky, bring the hands together, but then you are going to bring your left hand to the ground and your right arm is going to reach over your head. You can look up to the sky if that feels nice, otherwise you can just look down. Whatever place you are right now, that's best. Just try to keep both of your hip bones grounded. You should feel a nice stretch here on the side of your body and maybe your shoulders and your upper arm. You can go all the way down to your back. Okay, now let's switch to the other side. You will notice in this class probably that one side of your body is always going to be more flexible as the other side. That's okay, it's normal. Don't avoid training the side that you're not flexible at, because you need to train both sides always. Keep that balance in your body. Okay, and return to center. Roll your shoulders back a couple of times. Maybe you want to do your head a little roll or rock side to side. Okay, and then we are going to come into a tabletop position. Your hands are under your wrist and your knees are under your hips. You are going to spread your fingers and then you kind of grab them onto the mat or onto the floor. Tuck under your toes. Bring your navel to your spine, engaging the core. And then you are going to lift your hips to the sky, leading with your tailbone. So lifting them, press into the hands. You will notice your shoulders like opening up and falling away from your back. And then you're going to stay here. You can keep your knees bent if you are a bit more stiff, or you can straighten out your legs if that is within your practice. I would recommend like walking out the dog if you can do this, where you bend one knee at a time, because This warms up the muscles in your legs. Because this is the first downward facing dog of the day, I would highly recommend doing that, if that feels nice. Then when you are ready, just find stillness. Gazing at your toes. And then bring the knees to the floor. Release the toes and sit back on your heels. Reaching the fingers to the front of the mat. And bring your head to the floor. Coming back to our breath. Okay, now come back up into a tabletop position. And then you are going to place your right leg in between your hands. You don't have to do it in one step, just take as many steps as you need. You're going to go into a low lunge. You can come up and rest your hands on your knees. That feels right. You can scoop your foot a bit forward or a bit back, whatever feels most comfortable. So you want to keep your hips squared in this position. So you're going to notice your right hip will automatically go forward because your right leg is on the front. So you can place your hands on your hips and kind of like square out your hips. Gently pulling the right hip back and pushing the left hip forward. You want to press into your foot and slightly open up your knee to the outside. When you do this, you will also feel an activation in the side of your body. And just rest your hands on your knee. You can feel a nice stretch on the top of your left leg. If it is within your practice, you can bring your left hand to the floor and your right hand to the sky. Twisting from your belly button, engaging your core muscles. You will also feel this in your glutes, on your right leg. And release back. Tuck under your toes. Step your foot back, your hand back. Grab the floor. Push into the hands, pushing the shoulders away. And lift your tailbone to the sky. Engage your core muscles here. Downward facing dog. Gaze towards your toes. Okay, now step your left foot in between your hands. If you can do this, you can also come back into a tabletop position. And then step your left foot in between your hands. Same thing here, low lunge. Square out those hips. Gently pull the left hip back, pushing the right hip forward. Slightly pushing your knee to the outside. Feeling that engagement in the side of your back. And then, if it is within your practice, bring your right hand next to your left foot and start twisting. Engage that core muscle here. Keep pressing into your foot and release to the floor. you can step back into a downward facing dog. Bring knees to the floor. Release the toes. And sit straight up. We have one last stretch for today, which is a really nice and relaxing stretch. You can just completely relax your body into this. You bring the soles of your feet together and you can place your feet a bit further away from your body. You sit on your sit bones. If that's not accessible for you at this moment, just grab a pillow or some books or blocks, whatever, and sit on it. I like to grab my feet, but you can just like grab anywhere or nowhere, really, but that's most comfortable for you. And just release your body over your legs. Don't worry if your spine is rounding, as long as you don't put any pressure on it. So really just let gravity do the work here. So you're not pushing your body forward, you're just relaxing your body over top. You will feel a nice opening, maybe on your inner thighs and your hamstrings, maybe on the side of your legs, and your lower back even. Just breathe. Breathe into the places you feel tension. Breathe and release. Okay, let's come back up. Let's do a little bit of a counter pose. Place your feet in front of you and your hands next to your hips. What you're going to do is you're going to tuck under your tailbone and then lift up your tailbone to the sky. Open up your shoulders, squeeze those glutes, and release back down. So you guys, this was the class for today. I really hope you enjoyed this and that you got a look at what yoga is. You can check my channel for more beginner yoga classes. And make sure you are going to check out on the 1st of January the new program, 31 Days of Yoga. It will be friendly for beginners, so make sure to check it out. And I hope you have a most wonderful day, or evening, or night. Namaste. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. Bye!